back to another monthly reset routine, my friends. We are resetting for the first month of fall and I couldn't be more excited about that. The last couple of years I have come to the conclusion that fall is my favorite season. I mean, I always say that each season has its own beauty, but still I feel like fall is the perfect season because it is not too hot, it is not too cold. I feel like it is the best season to take long walks outside, to read books, especially fantasy. Also, fall fashion is, I think, the best fashion out there. I would love to know what type of person you are. Do you love fall? Are you a fall person? Winter person? Summer person? I know that officially fall starts at the end, towards the end of September. Let's see the exact date that fall starts this year. First day of fall 2024, September 22nd, and it falls on a Sunday. I'm also very much aware that in the country that I'm living, the weather is not gonna be crisp and chill during September. I think that it's going to be very much hot and very much summer weather. Anyways, with all that being said, even though the weather is still boiling outside, I made myself a warm cup of tea, but this is your sign to pause the video, go make yourself a warm cup of coffee or tea, and let's sit down and chat about how the previous month was for us. You can type down in the comments how August was for you, and let me talk about my August. So during August, specifically on August 15th, it was my birthday. I am officially 29 years old. Where is the time going? I feel like I am still in my early 20s. So August was my birthday month, which was very exciting. Other than that, I had a pretty quiet August. I worked, I filmed videos, but I also had a little bit of a health scare. I mean, I don't want to exaggerate, but I woke up one morning, I was washing my face, and then I went to dry my face, and I noticed that I have some blood on my towel. No worries though, because I do get nosebleeds very frequently. My dad is the same way. I think that I have taken that after him, but this was the first time in my life that the nosebleed was this heavy. And guys, I kid you not, it lasted for almost 1 hour. And if you know about nosebleeds, you know that after what, half an hour, you need to seek medical help, and it was getting heavier and heavier. And that's when I started to low-key freaking out. I called my mother, thank God she was off of work, and she was like, it's all right, I'm on my way, I will come to you, we will see what's up, I'm sure that it is nothing. I started feeling awful. I started trembling and I couldn't breathe easily, and I felt like I was about to faint. I ended up having to go to the hospital, and they cauterized, is that how it's pronounced, my nostril. I was in pain for a few days, nothing too bad, but I was in pain. I also had a black burned spot on my nose, but thankfully the black burned spot left. I'm feeling better, and that's how I ended up in the ER just as I had turned 29. I just wanted to fill you in on my health situation. I'm all good now. I hope you are all good as well. Healthy, strong, thriving. And let's go through our last month's goals to see what the hell we did with those. Because honestly, I don't know what I did. I don't remember because I was not looking at my goals throughout August. So let's look at them now. Okay, so my first goal was to read 5 books, which to my surprise, I did achieve. I am so happy that I did hit this goal because I didn't always used to read many books in 1 month. Maybe I was reading only 1 book during the month. The next goal was to visit a new cafe to me, which I did, and I also filmed a bookish vlog on that day that I went to that cafe, and I had a really nice cozy solo date there, and I will link that vlog down below in case you haven't watched it yet. The next goal was to thrift some books, which I didn't do. No, I thought that I was going to thrift books for my birthday as a birthday gift. I was eyeing a few books in a secondhand bookstore, but I compared the price from the thrift store to if I was going to buy them brand new, and the difference was very low. And honestly, I would go with the books from the thrift store, but one of the books, because it is a series, one of the books in the series had highlights and notes on it, and that's what stopped me. So I'm thinking about buying these books, this series that I want to read brand new, but I'm still sleeping on it. My next goal was to upload 1 TikTok a day, which I have been doing. I have been having a lot of fun over on TikTok. I don't have a lot of following or views or anything, so I feel like I'm pretty much uploading low-key for me because I am having fun and I like filming these little fun videos. My next goal was to be in bed by 11 p.m. Most nights I did do that. There were plenty of nights that I went to bed, I think, I want to say around 12 a.m. So if we're being realistic and honest here, I didn't achieve this goal. And my last goal, which, why did I even write it down? Declutter closets? No, I didn't do that. I didn't do that because I did open up my closets and I was starting to say the thing that we all say when we create clutter or we just collect maybe unnecessary stuff, that maybe one day I'm gonna need it. That's what I was saying to myself. So I ended up not decluttering my closets. So these were my goals for August. I achieved 3 of them. I didn't achieve 3, and that sounds like a very nice, balanced situation. Let's grab our notebooks or your laptop if you're writing down your goals on your laptop, and let's write down our brand new goals for the fall season, for the start of the fall season. I am being very dramatic here, but I just cannot wait for fall. Obviously, did you see my fall decoration? If you haven't seen my latest vlog, this is my cute fall decoration. So I have these fake flowers here that are so autumnal, beautiful. I just love them. And I have 3 pine cones here, which, fun fact, they are real pine cones. They are not plastic and bought from a store. My mother had collected a lot of them and I picked up 3 of them. I think she has colored them. She has done something to them because they will stay in a perfect condition for forever, I want to say. They are the perfect fall decoration. So let's write down our new goals for September and let's go through them. Yes, I am indeed moving the tray so it is always in frame because these babies just need to be in frame all the time. So let's go through our brand new fresh goals for the month of September. I have again set 6 goals for myself for the new month. First of all, let's talk about the doodles that I tried to sketch up on the title. That thing on the left that looks like a broom or something is supposed to be like a fall leaf, like the ones that you see here, but no, it looks like a broom. Then I tried to sketch a pumpkin. This doesn't even look like a pumpkin. This looks like a, I don't know, like a cherry, like a dumpling with an antenna. And then we have a heart, the only thing that I can correctly draw. The first goal is to visit a new bookstore. As I always say, it's not going to be a brand new bookstore. It's going to be a new bookstore for me, just a bookstore that I have personally never been to before. I already know in which one I want to go and I cannot wait. I'm planning on filming a fall bookstore vlog because I love watching these videos, so I might as well film them as well, right? The next goal is to work out 3 up to 4 times a week. I really need to get back into my workout routine because I haven't been working out ever since I did that thing on my nose. I just don't like the angle of the camera. I think this is better. The next goal is to bake something. I don't know about you guys, but when fall arrives, I get that itch to bake something. I'm not really a baker and I don't really like cooking either, but I like to bake something every once in a while, and especially if it is a treat that I can have with a warm cup of tea or a warm cup of coffee. So I'm thinking maybe cinnamon rolls or an apple pie or a cake, maybe an apple cake. I'm not sure yet. Then I want to start my work days by 10 a.m. 10 a.m. being the latest, because if I start work later than that, then I will have to finish work very late and I don't really like that. The next goal, and what a goal, a huge important goal, to have an at-home pedicure. Do you hear the crickets? Because I do. I know that my goals are not super huge and important and mind-blowing and incredible, but I try to keep my monthly goals simple. I don't want to overwhelm myself. I don't want to stress myself out. I low-key used to do that and I don't want to do that anymore. I'm just trying to have a more chill outlook on life and on my life and on the things that I am achieving. So I said, why not include a pedicure, an at-home pedicure in my goals? It is girly, it is self-care, it is fun. I do my own pedicures. I I take care of my nails, toes by myself. Yeah, by myself. I take care of all of that by myself. I don't go to a nail salon. I just don't want to spend the money on that, and I also feel super bored to go do that, because I could do that every once in a while, right? To go to the nail salon, get my nails done, my toes done. I just feel so bored doing that. I don't know why. For some reason, I don't like appointments where I need to go there and spend time there. It's no fun for me. So I just do at-home pedicures. And my sixth goal is to read 6 books. You see, I gained confidence. I read 5 books in August, and now I feel like I can read 6 books during September. Let me know some of your goals down in the comments. Don't forget to let me know. I just love reading your guys' comments, and I feel like there are some good few months that there are some regulars in the comments, some YouTube besties that are always in the comments section, and I feel like we are friends now, and I feel like I'm getting to know you better. There are just some people that always comment under my videos, and it makes me so happy. When I post a video, I am low-key like, I cannot wait for that person to comment, and that person, and that girl, and the other one. I know that they will comment, and I cannot wait to see what they have to say. If you are a person who is regularly commenting, you know who you are. I'm talking about you. Yeah, I am a weirdo, creepy girl, and I think that we are friends, and I'm waiting for your comments all the time. So let's have a look at my September vision/mood board. I tried to make it all about fall. As you can tell, the background has this burnt orange or just simply orange color. And let's start with the first picture. I wanted to have some sort of cozy outfit, cozy cardigan or cozy sweater on my mood board. Is the weather gonna be this chill for me to wear cardigans and sweaters? Probably not, most definitely not. But look at this gorgeous red cardigan. Where can I find it? If someone can find me this cardigan or a similar one, please leave me the link down below. Then the next picture I wanted because I love cappuccinos with cinnamon. They taste phenomenal. They are one of the coziest drinks to drink during the colder months. The third picture I chose because it just reminds me of a fantasy novel, a fantasy book, and of the Phantom of the Opera, because the Phantom does wear black gloves, and there is the scene that he comes and abducts Christine, the main female character, and he gives her his hand and she takes his hand, and they just go to another place of the opera house where the Phantom lives, and it is just phenomenal. I love this vibe, you know, this vibe of dark mystery, beautiful music, beautiful architecture, dresses. I just love this vibe. If you have any movies or series in mind that are like the Phantom of the Opera, or that you think that a fantasy girly would love, let me know in the comments, because I would love to watch them. Then for the next picture, obviously, since I'm planning to go to the bookstore, I wanted a picture to represent that, me book shopping for the fall season. And now that I'm looking at this picture, the girl is wearing a leather jacket, and I really do need a leather jacket. Next up, I chose this picture that says, I love autumn because the colors are stunning, the air is refreshing, the drinks are warm, the atmosphere is amazing, the movies are scarier, my walks are longer, the ground is crunching, the songs are soothing, the clothes are comfier, the pumpkins are carved, the blankets are plentiful. Only by reading this, I'm smiling. This is so wholesome and cozy and true. Every single thing here is true about autumn, about fall. And these are all very much the reasons why I love this season. Then underneath this little picture, I added a few graphics. I make my vision boards on Canva, so all these graphics are from Canva. So I chose the leaves and a book and a cup of coffee, a croissant, a cardigan, and a pumpkin. And of course, the last picture is very self-explanatory. Me reading during fall, drinking a warm cup of coffee or tea, and enjoying the cooler weather, which, like I said a million times, it's not gonna be cool enough during September for us here in Greece, but I cannot wait for the weather to get cooler. Alright, it's time to talk about all the books that I read during August. So my August reading wrap up. I am grabbing them with no specific order. So this is the first book that we're going to talk about, The Starless Sea, which, by the way, I did a buddy read for this book with my YouTube friend Rini. So shout out to Rini. She's always watching, always commenting, and she DM'd me and asked me to buddy read a book. We chose The Starless Sea, and this was my first time buddy reading with someone, and it was so much fun. I loved it. But let's talk about The Starless Sea for a minute. Unfortunately, I gave this book 2.5 stars. Oh my god. I know how I was saying that Piranesi was feeling like a fever dream. By the way, Piranesi is a 5-star book for me. It is phenomenal. This book did feel like a fever dream as well, but in the worst way possible. I am so sorry if you love this book. I am so happy that you love it. I'm excited for you. This is just my opinion. Who am I to say that a book is bad, right? This is just my opinion. This was not for me. This was not my cup of tea at all. There were unlimited, endless, crazy descriptions of every little thing, every room, every object. It made me so tired. There were parts of the story that were good, and the whole idea of the book is really good, but the way that everything is written and all these descriptions just made me tired. And honestly, I was really pushing through towards the end. I was feeling like I wanted to DNF the book, but I didn't do that. I pushed through, and I was saying to myself that, you know what, everything will make sense in the end. No, it didn't. I know that we all see things through our point of view and we translate things through our own ways of thinking, but with my way of thinking and with my brain, this was not for me. Also, the main character was very dull for me, as almost all of the characters, except for one. There was this one female character that was a bit interesting, but she was not even the main character and she was not part of the story all the time. Anyways, this was not for me. 2.5 stars. I am terribly disappointed and sad that I didn't like it. What is this noise? I'll probably donate it or sell it. We will see. The next book that I read was How High We Go in the Dark. This was 3.5 stars for me. I did enjoy the book, but the ending left me a bit confused. It was an enjoyable read, but it was very sad and very heavy. By the way, I'm not giving any descriptions or giving you the synopsis of these books because I have already given them in other videos, and I feel like this video is going to be like 1 hour long if I talk a lot about each one of these books. But this was good. I think that at some point I might reread it, but it did make me sad and pulled me into a darker mood. Another disappointment for me, unfortunately, was Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. I know that so many people love this book. Originally, I gave this book 3.5 stars. I thought about it even more and I have lowered my rating. This is 3 stars. 3 stars is not a terrible rating, of course. And this book, even though it did have some good parts, it also had quite a few parts that were not keeping me engaged. I was feeling like I want to skip them. The main characters low-key had kind of a toxic friendship between them. And overall, this was not one of my favorite reads. Finally, a book that I did enjoy and I gave 4.75 stars, Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. This was such a sweet, cozy, romantic book. There is a war happening during this book, so it also had the aspect of, you know, a little bit of action and keeping you on your toes. It's not just a super duper mellow and romantic book. It is romantic, it is mellow, but it's also more than that. I feel like I just needed a little bit more between our main characters, Iris and Roman. I just needed a little bit, something more between these two. Something more, and I don't mean any spicy scenes or anything like that. No, this is also YA. All you need to know is that I love this book. It was very cozy, romantic, and wholesome. I cannot wait to read the second book in the duology, So Ruthless Vows, and this is a really good book. So if you have been thinking about reading it, go ahead and read it. I think it's going to be perfect for fall. And the final book that I want to share with you is none other than The Serpent and the Wings of Night. Such a huge, pleasant surprise for me. This was 5 out of 5 stars. I loved our main characters, Aurelia and Rain. I loved their dialogues, their interactions, the whole story. It is about vampires. So if you're into vampires, trials, enemies to lovers to enemies again, dare I say, read this book. It was really good. I loved it. I'm currently reading the second book and I am eating it up. It is really good. It is really good. And dare I say that Rain has become my new book crush, like my #1 book crush. Like, I mean, he dropped Cassian out of his throne. I don't know, and I'm sure that nobody cares. So this was my reading wrap up. I would love to know some of the books that you read during this month. Let me know down in the comments. And let's talk about my monthly favorites. I have, of course, a list on my phone, so I won't forget anything. So for favorite #1, we have this bookmark. How gorgeous is this bookmark? It is actually one of my birthday gifts from my sister. I've always wanted a bookmark with this, how is that called? That little thingy. And it has like a door here with the windows. This is my new favorite bookmark. I will be using it non-stop. For favorite #2, I have a tea, which I just unwrapped so I can show you. In case you live in Greece, You can also buy it. It is by a brand called Madras. So this is a tea. It has flowers and fruits in it. Hibiscus, cinnamon, apple, and some other things that I don't know how to call them in English. I don't even know what they mean in Greek. Me and my partner, we have been drinking it non-stop, and I'm afraid that we will run out. But it's okay because I can probably order online. Okay, my camera died, so I had lunch. I charged the battery, and we are resuming back to my favorites list. I was about to start sharing my favorite songs of a month, so let's do that. The number one song is by Paris Paloma, and it's called The Warmth. The second song is by Clan, and it's called The Return. I love the song so much, especially when I'm reading. I just love listening to it in the background. It is beautiful. Then I have been listening non-stop to Strangers by Ethel Cain, and the last song that I have recently started listening to non-stop again is called A Gift to You by Rue Pains. And this concludes my monthly favorites. I have just one sip left of green tea, so let's finish that. And that brings us to the end of today's monthly reset routine. I just love these videos. I feel like they are like a catch up with my friends. I just sit here and catch up with you. I talk about all of my favorite things. We talk about goals, about books. It is just so much fun. And even though I have started filming pretty much only book content, I feel like my monthly reset routines will stay and I won't stop filming them. So friends, thank you so much for watching my monthly reset routine. I truly hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye friends!